Okay, I had some requests to do an instructional video on Paul Weller's Sunflower. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a try on this 1964 Epiphone Casino. Weller actually has a 1966 Casino in his arsenal of guitars. His is minus the pickguard. So this one's a few years older than his. I was very lucky to come into it. It's one of those fortunate storage unit finds that I just happened into, and it didn't cost much money either. So I got really lucky there. But anyway, now to the song. I'm going to be showing you the different parts of the song. And I'm assuming you know how the song goes, else you probably wouldn't be looking at this instructional video anyway. But anyway, it starts with this part here at the 5th and 7th frets. So B string 5th fret, high E string 7th fret, and G string 7th fret. This is kind of the triangle shape that Weller uses to do the step down that introduces the song. And it goes something like this. Then he steps it down to the 6th on the G string. Then he drops it to the 5th on the G string, keeping your high E pinky in position. Then he drops to the 4th and replaces that B at the 5th with the middle finger. Then he returns to the same shape he started with. So he lifts off on that last one, just barring all three with the index finger, then into a D shape at the 4th fret. And off you go into the verse. And that starts, the verses start with an A minor that he hammers on. Down to an E minor, hammering on. And then the first few times through, he does this nice little afterward. So that's at the D string 2nd fret, pull off, A string 4th fret, then E string 3rd fret. Then the regular verses are basically the A minor. So what Weller does there, I noticed, to give it some extra oomph, is he does, the basic A minor, and then he does a, completely open, but then he does an upstroke, so. Drops right into the C with a G in the bass, to a G chord, and I always bar the top 2 at the 3rd fret to give it more ring. And then a little step down to the F bar chord he does. To the E minor. And then at the end of the verse he goes to an E, and then plays the top 2 strings as he's going back into the chorus. Okay. There's a musical interlude. Well, let's see. Before he does that, before he does the jam, the 2nd and 3rd verses, he kind of does an alternate A minor, E minor thing. He doesn't really just do the... He kind of goes from an A sus, where he goes into an E minor, Okay, so now to the kind of the middle of the song jam that he does. That's so confusing for everybody. I think in part because we're not exactly sure what he's doing, though he seems to be doing it at the 9th fret. But he also has Steve Craddock playing guitar with him to kind of fill it in. But here's the way I do that. I'm here at the 9th fret, and I bar everything with my index finger. And this bottom E string is very important in this middle section where he jams. So you want to be hitting all of the strings. Let's see if I can get the camera to pick up my picking, so or the way I'm strumming. So here's the way I do it. I kind of do a hammer on at the 11th on the A string. So notice I keep this index finger here the whole time and just kind of do the picking, or the accents with my ring finger on the A string and the G string. And that's pretty much the whole song, apart from his little accents at the end where he's here at the 12th. He kind of goes something like, and then a, and that's Sunflower. Enjoy.